I'm having. Oh, high five, high five. I'm having trouble hearing you, but I'll do a little. There it is. There it is. Oh, skoosh. What's up, man?
Good morning, guys. A long time coming. This is Loading Screen. This is the morning podcast to cue your day up with. I am one half of this show's host, Crash, and of course, on the other side, I have the main man himself. For those that don't know, this is Alex, aka Sir Scrowlix, streamer extraordinaire, videographer for NSG, my co-host, co-worker, and homie. Welcome, man. We are live. We're here.
I do the things. Some people do the numbers. I do the videos.
Do the videos.
And you do the broadcast.
I do the broadcast. Yes, I am the producer for NSG, or I'm one of the many producers for NSG. But this, we came together. We've worked on a lot of things together, but funny enough, we've never done a show before. So we figured,
can you believe that?
Yeah, it's actually in a couple of years now together.
Yeah.
We've worked together on videos and stuff, but we've never done a show together. We've never been on screen together, to my knowledge.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, we've never. And this is historical right here.
One of us is on camera all the time, and one of us is off, like behind the camera.
Behind the camera usually,
all the time.
Yeah. So, in lieu of the celebration, in case you guys don't know, like I said, Alex, he is a streamer. I've got some clips. If you guys don't know, if you are interested in seeing Alex's streams and want a quick highlight reel as to like what his streams are really all about, like I want to see this. Let's just do the quick intro real quick. I mean, you don't got a choice. I'm the one with the buttons here, so enjoy the clips real quick. We'll be right back.
Oh God.
Hold up, I got people on me. 2 people. Oh shit.
Why didn't the button work?
Gotta get some gas. Nailed it. Look at that part down.
Oh God!
Oh
I hate you! It's a mermaid! Oh, never mind. She has 2 legs.
Yeah, basically, that's the experience you get when watching Alex, which you should go follow on Twitch at Sir Scrowlix.
I don't even remember saying that.
I couldn't believe you even said it. So, yeah, so Loading Screen here, guys. The show, enough with the intros. It's a show about anything and everything that we've been going through with, all our gaming experiences, man. As much as we do a lot of things in front of and behind the camera, we like to play games. I'm pretty sure I like to play games. Do you like to play games, Alex?
Gaming has been something that I've loved since I was a wee lad.
All right. So this is basically a morning talk show of just what we are going to just sit down, chill, have a cup of coffee. I don't have my coffee with me today, unfortunately. Yeah.
I need the coffee. I need the coffee. But yeah, no, I mean, this is ultimately, let's just chill, chat, wake up, have some coffee, and talk video games,
Exactly. Take a little breather. This is to load our day up. So with that, what have you been playing, Alex?
God. So I've been playing a few games, primarily, as you guys can see. My main game is Skyrim.
Yeah.
My main game is Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, till I die. But I played those games consistently for like 2.5 years, and so now I'm going through this. I like to call it a transition, aka quarantine is doing things to me. For those, and everybody's dealing with it, right? It's doing things to me in ways that I am now trying games that I don't think I would have ever tried before. Like, normally when I play games because I know I'll like them. So, like, I play games for myself, for my own enjoyment. But recently, what I've been doing, and you and I kind of talk offline for this a little bit, but recently what I've been doing is finding games that other people love, finding games that other people are passionate about. And I'm like, okay, I want to see why you're so passionate about this. Let me play this game. So with that being said, I've been playing a ton of Final Fantasy 14. Dipping my feet in the MMO waters of Final Fantasy 14. Elder Scrolls Online, of course, has always been my favorite.
Not far of a stretch from what you normally play. You do play Elder Scrolls Online, ESO.
Those games are very different, believe it or not. One's action-based combat, and one is hotbar based. Like there's casting times and all that stuff. So it's really different, but it's fresh, I think, which is one reason I like it so much. I caved, and we can talk about it later. But I caved, and I bought Animal Crossing.
Wow. Quarantine
Yeah,
does
say
all
your
kinds of
reaction.
weird things to you, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's like, what is going on with me right now?
If I can't go out into society, I'm just gonna make my own society within a game,
like-
and then have my social distancing go away.
Oh my goodness! I'm still social distancing on my island. I have all of my island people. They hate me. All of my island people are like off to the one side of the island, so I can have the one side of the island to myself. So I've been sinking time into that. Never thought I'd ever play Animal Crossing. In fact, before I got it, I was like, this looks like a child's game. And and I gave one of our coworkers crap. I was like, dude, how do you like this game? This is a child's game. And then I texted him like a few days into the quarantine. I'm like, so I want to apologize.
So you were right.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
dick.
exactly.
Sorry about that.
I'm an ass. I'm sorry. But yeah, and then Doom and Modern Warfare Warzone. I mean that's Modern Warfare, dude. That game, I haven't sunk so many hours into any first-person shooter in so long, and that game is it for me. But enough about me. What have you been playing? And there's a question that I have to follow that up with. But what have you been playing?
So I have found my return to playing Overwatch lately. It might be due to what I was going to talk about later. Actually, was Overwatch League. Their first showing was last weekend. So we actually got to see the first showing of online productions for Overwatch League. Since clearly they're not doing them, they're not doing homestands right now. They're not going around playing home games or anything like that. So I find myself going back. I was like, you know what? I haven't done placements in a while for any of for tank support or DPS. Normally I tend to skew more towards tank, so I'm usually like high diamond, close to masters, like when I was playing. But it's been not to flex a little bit, but that shield is heavy, homie. I don't even have a shield. I play Roadhog. I don't even shield anybody. I'm just a big dude with a hook. So I've been playing Overwatch lately, just to grind it out, and I don't know. I just like turned it on one day just because I was like, hey, it's been a minute. I have the time. Overwatch League kind of came back, so it's been fresh in my head, and I just started grinding out. I ended up, let me see, support's my weakest class. Like, I'm sorry, I can play Moira and I'll like win because it's Moira, right? Duh. But I used to play a lot of Zen, but Zen's like not like too in the meta, so I've been playing a lot of Ana. So my support game is like, I'm in plat in support. I am about to be diamond in DPS, which I just been playing Ashe and Mei. And then for tank, I'm still diamond, mid diamond or something like that. You degrade over time if you don't play. And the thing is, I'm using this on my Smurf account. I haven't been able to call Blizzard and unlock my primary account because I upgraded my phone. And like an idiot, I forgot my two-factor authentication on my old phone. So now I actually bought the game again.
It in?
Yeah, I don't even have the phone.
Dude.
So I have to call Blizzard and like change that. But yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Overwatch. It's been on my mind. Doom, I'm on the other side of the spectrum. You just started Doom, dude. As soon as Doom dropped, I was in there.
Finished it.
Gordon is just like an insane composer. The music's ridiculous. The movement is awesome. You're gonna love, like, as you get to the further levels. I'm not even sure where you're at right now. Like,
I don't want to do any spoilers either. I don't want to say any spoilers either, but let's just say I was at the main menu of that game, so I haven't really played. I've played a few Dooms, but not in length. This one was gifted to me, so obviously I'm going to play it. And dude, the start menu. The start menu's like.
Yeah, dude. That game will just
you feel
pound
badass
you
the second
with
you turn the game on.
adrenaline, with metal music, and you just want to go in and do what that game was, which was just you kill monsters and you save the world, right? You're just amazing. Like this badass Marine. But yeah, no spoilers. Of course, we're gonna keep it spoiler free because we want you guys to enjoy it. But it gets even better, more hectic, more of this. By the end of it, which is really sick. So yeah, you're gonna enjoy those streams. When you do them, you're gonna just I would crank up the music.
Seriously, crank it up.
Doom, Overwatch. I haven't jumped into Warzone as much on your end though. I know you've been going ham. Clearly, as the clips were showing you, you've been going ham on the Warzone. I'm just barely eggs. I'm not even bacon on it right now. Bacon and eggs and ham. Like I'm just just fairly into it. I just haven't sat down to play because I'm coming from my BR choice is Apex, so I'm used to the speed of Apex versus what Call of Duty's Warzone is. Like Call of Duty was just slower
it's
for
more
me.
realistic. Kind of.
Yeah, you know, as realistic as taking 30
Everything
bullets to the fucking
every
head
action
and then
takes
let me put
time.
armor on. Now I feel better. That's realistic as that is. But yeah, it isn't over the top. You know, you don't got robots doing zip lines and, you know,
Right.
jet boosters in the back and you're just like going super
Right.
fast and all that, right? It isn't the same. But I've been slowly trying to trickle in, you know, like some play. Like yesterday, I almost hit play. I'm almost getting there. But then I saw Overwatch and I was like, oh, I'll play that. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. It's just
Well, it
Overwatch
seems like
and
we've got a
such.
good dynamic here. Like we got Call of Duty and then all the way to Overwatch.
Yeah.
You know, like now Warzone is Warzone. I mean, there's bugs. It's littered with bugs. It came out with a new patch last week. You know, bringing a new map. I got some more things I want to say on the topic, but you know, Warzone is just it's incredible. Me and my buddy, shout out to Lame Abs. Him and I, dude, we've placed second, I think maybe 12 times. We can't
You're
finish.
really going with a rando third? Or do you have-
Sometimes
or is
rando
it-
third,
okay.
other times like a few other buddies of mine.
Okay.
But yeah, we are always in the top. We're always at least in the top 10. A lot of the time we're in the top 5, and we finished second a lot. And holy crap, man! For some reason we can't finish. I got like. It's a shame I didn't send you the clip because there's a clip where I am just a choke artist. Like I was like, you know what? This is it. Alex, it's time to retire from video games.
These old hands of yours, they're
just-
stick to the editing.
I was so mad. I was so freaking mad. But we'll talk about it later. Maybe we'll queue it up for the next show. But just so I can show you guys.
Alex, highlight clip segments. Let's do it.
Yeah, that intro was nice. I dig it too. But so real quick, just because this is the first episode, you know, you and we've talked to video games a lot in the time that we've known each other, and I know you have a strong passion for the FGC scene, and you know, fighting games in general. Like if I were to, you know, what I don't know about you is what games. Like I know you like Overwatch. I know you like fighting games. But just so myself, as well as, you know, the people watching, what are your go-to genres? What are your go-to games? Like if it, let's say, you know, for this quarantine, okay, well, quarantine's not really good for me because I play apparently anything under the sun now. But if you were to play a game that, like, what game would you go to play? Because I still don't know what kind of games you like other than Overwatch and fighting games.
In this instance, really my priority didn't fall like what games I wanted to play. Like it just in this situation, it's just like what was my backlog of games that, you know, I've had that I haven't had a chance to sit down with. But really, for me, I'm more, as much as I am a gamer and I love to play games, I am a student of game design, and when it comes to some of these AAA titles, or just not even AAA titles, but just like games in general, I kind of look at things like story. I look for character development. I look for like game design. So games that are intriguing to me don't necessarily have to come from, you know, big studios. They come from indie developers all the time, because they're the ones that are creating very unique experiences or trying something else versus the, you know, simple AAA. Like it has the most realistic of graphics, and sure, some of them are like insanely good. You know, Last of Us is a perfect example.
Right.
God of War is another example, right? God of War,
Right.
very big title for me. One of my definite go-tos since one. But games that are heavy in story, that like tell that kind of story, have like immersive worlds, are really big to me. So Final Fantasies, you know, you alluded to earlier, the MMO. Like I actually play Final Fantasy 14 as well. It's been a while. It's been one expansion since I played. I played Stormblood. Now they have
Shadowbringers is supposed to be the
current
greatest one, and you didn't play that?
I haven't played. And the ironic part is that it has my favorite class that I have been waiting for, which is Gunbreaker, the Gunblade, because Final Fantasy 8 is also my favorite Final Fantasy. Like, I have just like completely whiffed on playing that like an idiot. I probably will eventually sub up again to play, but regardless of
I have
that,
a proposal.
okay.
Hold that thought. When I get to Shadowbringers,
Yeah, I'm down.
you get back on.
I'm down.
All right, and we'll
Well,
go
I
through
have
it
to
together.
I think I have to finish the end of Stormblood still.
Okay.
But
well, I just
have you even
still
finished
start
the Realm
Heaven's Word.
Reborn? Yeah. Have you?
I'm in that 100 quest wall or whatever.
Yeah,
I have like 20 left.
You got a minute
It's all right
to
though.
go,
I'm
homie.
barreling through it.
You got a minute to go, homie. But yeah,
Right.
so for me, go-to games are definitely like the Deus Ex games, right? They're like Cyberpunk's also a big deal for me. Shadowrun, Fallout's. You're gonna see a lot of similarities here, either post-apocalyptic or post-dystopian type games, or like I said, Cyberpunk. But Final Fantasy is also another genre. I don't know. It's kind of hard to pin all of them down, but those
So
are
you appreciate
some
a
of
lot
my.
of different kinds of games.
Oh yeah, dude. Like when you grow up playing so many of them, especially where the industry was, say back in the 90s from, like you said, I played fighting games like crazy. So things like, Mortal Kombat, right? That was like a big thing for me back in the day. Street Fighter, big deal.
Right.
And then, from what the industry has come from, like it being in the arcade to, coming home, and then like creating bigger, better experiences at home, living through that is insane. Kind of showing my age a little bit there. I'm not a boomer, but I'm close. I'm a gamer. That's all. I'm Generation G, baby. So yeah, like it's hard to pin down like my go-tos because I'll give everything a shot. I mean, if a game sucks, it just sucks. I'm sorry. Like
Right.
it just does.
Yeah.
But I really have a hard time not picking up any game, only because that's what they're meant for. They're meant for different experiences by design. So if you close it off too much, you might close yourself off from a really interesting experience that you didn't realize you might have enjoyed, right? So little bit more of an overcomplicated answer. Really, anything is what I'll play.
No, but what I got from that is that you will play pretty much anything if you appreciate it.
Yeah, but I'm competitive as fuck, so I will, like you said, FGC, shooters, like all that, like just works for me naturally because I'm a competitive person. So
yeah, I think competition in most people, and I think everyone should have at least one competitive game that they play. I know there are tons of people that don't like competitive games, like they only play RPGs, and I would consider myself like an RPG primarily kind of guy. But like there's something about that competition that like, I mean, I play Warzone at least once a day.
I'm about to say you're playing Warzone like a madman, so clearly you're about showing someone else that you're better than them. So
exactly, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah. So speaking of Call of Duty, you've got a couple of, I know we have some slight subject lines you wanted to bring up. There's been some news that's been going around the block, for those that haven't been wary of it. There's been an announcement. What's that announcement, Alex? I'll let you go in on this because this is your ballpark.
So we all have Call of Duty. When Call of Duty Modern Warfare came out, the current one, I think it was a big nostalgia factor. I mean, the campaign, seeing Price, all that stuff, like it was a big nostalgia factor because when competitive gaming, I personally think, was at its peak online, was back when Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare came out. And now, today, guys, today is the release, at least all these articles are saying it, today is the release of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. It looks gorgeous. At first I was like, I don't know if I'm going to pick it up. Like, obviously I've played through it. I think it's going for $30, I think. But it just to go through the campaign. It's been so long that I remember a lot of this story, especially the one very, very memorable mission. But the no Russian mission. But this, a lot of this right now, I'm like, I can't, I don't really remember this, but I have a feeling once I jump into it, I'm going to be like, oh my God, yes, I forgot how amazing this was.
Also, once it's remastered and stuff, right, it's going to look better. So some levels, some areas, just due to, how much more dynamic lighting you're adding to it, how it's going to look, it might not even look the same to you. That's that's a known phenomenon when it comes to these remasters or these remixes that come out. One of the prime examples for me was Resident Evil 1. When they remade it from the original PlayStation to GameCube, the game is practically the same. There's some added parts to it, but because of the generation gap, the difference in graphic fidelity, you wouldn't think it was even the same game, let alone a remaster of it, right? So I feel like you're getting kind of that effect here, where some things you might be like, I don't remember this level, but it just looks that much better now that you're just getting kind of like the Mandela effect almost. Like you're almost not remembering the way it was, only because it just looks different now.
I didn't see all that.
What?
You're going to get in-game stuff.
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't you? Let's see,
No, I
what?
mean, oh, baby, dude, sign me up. Just
Ghost,
take my
baby.
money.
Ghost, don't.
What is
So,
that? So we're getting a new finishing move.
yeah, the belly flop. So that's what it's called. So I'm gonna be 100. Keep it 100 because that's what the show is, right? Just
Yeah.
keep it at 100. Call of Duty story is probably one of the lowest things on my totem pole. I have never had the need to follow like Call of Duty's story. I know of characters, Bryce, Ghost, and like a couple others, but like never was a draw for me. For me, it was the competitive side to it. So like that's kind of like that double-edged sword. Like if you're super competitive in a game, like you might be good at it, but like you kind of like forego the lore, forego the story. And it's like sometimes it's a mistake. I always heard like good things about it, but I just never had an investment into these characters as much as like how you are. You're like, yo, we're seeing Bryce again, because I know Bryce is, spoilers, like he's not in the game anymore because he's dead. But then in Modern Warfare 2, clearly he's not. Oh, sorry, spoilers. I should have a spoilers like button here, like before we go in, and it should just like go off. But
Nah, you know what? If you haven't played Call of Duty, that's your own damn fault. All right? There's no such thing as spoilers. It's your own damn fault if you haven't played it. And you don't know that.
Yeah. So yeah, Call of Duty, not like the biggest for me story-wise, but, the campaign's cool. I was more about the multiplayer. But it's cool that they're, supporting that. There's clearly a fan base for it. The hardcore that are like, yo, bring it back, and they decided to bring it back. It's cool. Sick for some, like, okay, the Rush, I did play it. I did play the campaign, but that's how much I really kind of cared. It's like I remember the Russian mission. I remember one or two other missions, but like Call of Duty 4. The biggest thing I remember from that is just like the ending, right? Like, the ending from that one was like pretty heart wrenching. And then too, you had like the airport scene and such, which big surprise, to some people apparently that they were keeping it. There's talk.
I mean, it's in the game, so
there's talk that I think, wait, you can choose to skip it, right? Wasn't that an option back in the day? Like
I think you can choose to skip it.
Yeah.
And I think because of the world we live in now, they will allow you to do that. But I'm glad they decided to keep it because it's a video. Like,
at the same time, like if you're at this point, the game is rated for mature, like it's not meant for kids. So if
so, you should be able to see that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
And not freak out.
You'll see far worse stuff on the news than that.
Right.
It's just, it is what it is. But regardless, the campaign's been announced, fully remastered. It's returning. I guess I don't know if there was an actual release date on the trailer.
Well, no. I mean, it's releasing today. And they're saying 6 p.m. 6 p.m. It should be like 2 p.m. for us on the East Coast. 6 p.m. for, I forget what time zone over there in Europe, something like that.
Yeah,
but
that Europe.
That's what. Yeah, you're over there across the pond.
over those boys. All right, sick. So that's releasing today. What else went down? Like I said, the Overwatch production this weekend for me, the Overwatch production was a big deal to finally see how it's gonna work. I don't want to go in and just like tear them apart, but clearly there are faults to the workflow. But on the same time, you gotta give them credit for them being able to pivot, like from what their production value was, what they were putting on, to being able to continue the show remotely with, of course, little bugs here and there, but it's not nothing that can be fixed, right?
Yeah.
Riot posted up their workflow. The observers like have been posting up like their setups and like, this is what I'm working from home. This is what it's looking like when I want to produce the League of Legends circuit and such. So a lot of these companies are clearly going towards that direction, just due to the obligations that have been made. Like the show needs to go on, right? We have to figure out our solutions to it. So
it's wild, dude. This whole thing. I mean, like take everybody's, like, I guess, personal life out of it. Like it's a good time to be a gamer.
It is an actually amazing time to be a gamer.
You have so much time now to play games.
If you were to tell me, young Dre with like $2 glasses on, he's 11 years old, punk kid, whatever, that like one day you'll be by society, you will be forced to stay in and like
And play
not,
video games.
and you can just play video games and it's all right. I'd have
Yeah.
such a heart attack. Like it'd be like, damn, I really can't wait to grow up. This has been the greatest decision of my life.
I think, of this whole thing, it's crazy. Like, COVID-19 it's terrible. It's a terrible thing. But if there's any silver lining, like I said, if I bought Animal Crossing. If I can buy Animal Crossing, and even my buddy, who I never in a million years would have thought he would have enjoyed Animal Crossing, he texted me the one night. So I bought Animal Crossing. I'm like, good God, man.
Yeah, it's gotten to that point. It's one of those things where it's a situation that might cause, it might cause like not the unknown, but the the word is slipping from my head. The unexpected to happen kind of deal. Yeah, let's go with that. The unexpected, where you're picking up Animal Crossing, people are, maybe picking up some games that they've never would have played before. And then there's others that are just grinding out and having a great ass time playing the games that they love at home. And now streaming it, I don't know, breaking through those thresholds.
And that's what a lot of this show is for. And when we were coming up with, okay, what would be a good show for gamers that would basically give them something to do. I mean, now everybody's working from home, right? My biggest thing when I'm working from home is I like to have something on in the background that I'm listening to or watching every morning, right? And I think this does that. I've always wanted to have just a talk show that I could always go to and just like chat video games. And so I think I think it's a good time. It's a good time to be a gamer. I mean, look at this, like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I'm sure it's getting released because, I'm sure they would have released it later, but because everybody's home playing games, we might see some releases come out sooner than later. You know what I mean? I mean, it does suck. Go ahead.
I was going to say, it does suck. I'll let you finish your thought. Go on.
Well, I was going to say, like, wow, you have probably a lot of games coming out sooner now. If obviously if they're ready, but like there's also games that are being delayed. There's rumors of the consoles being delayed and all that stuff. So that stinks. But like if there's a silver lining, I mean, let's just say this: my girlfriend, who is not a gamer at all, she's bored out of her mind in quarantine, like working from home and stuff. I gave her my old Xbox. Now she texts me every day. Oh, I got 9 kills this time in Fortnite. I'm like, geez, you're better than me. And I'm like, that's the
unexpected,
crazy thing about
the
all
unexpected
this.
to happen. Yeah, absolutely. So you said the key word earlier, releases. So coming up, we have, let me see, 2 major releases that be coming out. We have the majors of major releases. Resident Evil 3. This Friday.
Yes.
It's dropping.
I've never played it. I want to get into it.
Wow.
This is it.
Okay. If you haven't played the demo, at least play the demo so you get a feel for it. And Final Fantasy VII, the remake is dropping.
See? That's this month. Wow, it's April already.
Yeah, it's April, man. It's April. Tomorrow is April 1st. April Fool, unless they do something tomorrow and they hit us with like April Fools, like, it's supposed to happen on Friday. Yeah, big deals. Those are the games I'm looking forward to checking out. It's gonna be because I'm a big Resident Evil 2 fan as well. So RE2 remake was a big deal for us because it was like that, one game that we all wanted to come out again that just hasn't gotten any love. Not because maybe Capcom didn't want to, but maybe it's just the timing. But Resident Evil 3, Final Fantasy is that equivalent, but to that series, to that IP. So Square Enix finally letting go and going like, here's, after the movies, the extra games, the remixes, the other games that are old games, the ports, the extensive amount of ports, the other movies, the cartoons, the flip phone game that has to do with 7. This is literally all from 7. Like, we're actually going to re-release 7 again. So that's a big deal. I know there's like several other people that I know that are, I can't even say several. I think everyone's just excited to play it because they're taking in the old, there's some definite nostalgic glasses there, but they're not just going to re-release the game. It's already, if you haven't played a demo to that, I suggest you also do that too.
I mean, it looks gorgeous,
It's-
and I think now, like I said, I'm trying games I've never tried before, and I'm trying games that you appreciate, that you love Final Fantasy. I want to know why you love that game, so I'm
I
gonna
want to
try
know
it.
you.
I want to know you, Trey.
A lot of people do, but we'll see. But regardless of that, we're actually just queuing up right now. We're getting to our end. This has been show number 1. Loading screen.
has.
I'm just waiting for that 100% to hit because that's going to be like that moment.
Oh, baby, loading complete. Now we're
We
queued
are
up.
complete. Your
We're
day is
queued up.
queued. My day is queued. Your day is queued out there watching. Thank
Our
you very much for
Italiano
hanging out. Yes, he is.
day is
I
queued
will-
in chat.
Yeah, Rich Lame Abs is definitely hanging out in the chat. We definitely see you guys out in chat. Thank you very much for hanging out for the first episode of Loading Screen. This is I can't say daily is not true daily. We are live every Tuesday and Thursday, 11 o'clock.
Yes.
I know we were a little later today, but it's the first episode. We're getting some kinks out. But 11 a.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Every week we will be live. We'll be here talking about what we played, what we're looking forward to, and maybe what you guys have been telling us in chat as well to bring up. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to hit us up at Nerd Street Gamers on Twitter. That's at NERDST Gamers. Of course, you can find me on Twitter as well. I am CrashTag VS, Sir Scralix, Alex aka Sir Scralix on Twitter.
Your
Also
boy.
check his Twitch and all that, of course. But yeah, we'll be back on Thursday to hang out. See, it'll be right before those releases come out too. So like the hype train will be at its fucking maximum. So I
Hype train,
cannot
let's
wait,
go.
dude. I cannot wait.
I agree. We do need confetti on here. It is something that I've wanted to add on here.
Maybe we will.
I mean, ultimately, guys, thanks for hanging out with us this morning. This is a show that's literally not just for Dre and I to chat, but it's for you guys, the gamers, for you guys that are non-gamers. This is just for us to hang out, and go through all this right now. Go through all this together and just put a smile on your face in the morning.
Just because we're socially distant from each other doesn't mean we can't connect in some way. So thanks a lot for hanging out. We appreciate it. We'll see you guys on Thursday, bright and early 11 to queue up your next day. And we'll see you guys on the next level. Peace.
See you guys. Take care.